On this episode of Pimp My Setup, I'm going to be talking about your setups, you submit for tips, tricks, feedback, and much more. So if you're interested in that, then sit back, relax, and interact because the show starts now.
It's time for the original setup show dedicated to providing you with tips, tricks, and feedback to pimp out your setup. Hosted by Matt Philly with new special guests every week. Coming at you live in 3, 2, 1.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Pimp My Setup, episode number 141, recorded live on September 29th, 2016. Now, quickly, yes, we are set for Halloween. It's going to be exciting. I briefly mentioned in the last episode that I will be dressing up for the whole month of October in different costumes, kind of having some fun, so stay tuned for that, and feel free to leave your costume ideas down below in the comments. But yeah, we got a brand new mic arm. Everything's looking, pretty damn good, so I'm excited. But let's just get into it. We have a lot of setups to get through. I'm just kidding. We only have 8. I know I'm being lazy. All right, first set of the day submitted by Oliver. Oliver is 16 and he spends all day gaming. So just like every other 16-year-old, taking a look at this, first glance, I mean, it doesn't look bad at all. He's obviously phased, bro, for life. In the second photo you see he's really got a lot going on. He's got looks like what is that, some soccer stuff, or is that,
yeah, it looks like Liverpool stuff.
Yeah, dude, I knew that, some Liverpool, some the other stuff. He's got some like stuff framed up on the wall, some boxes like his Razer Firefly, different things like that. Overall, pretty damn cool for a 16-year-old. Now, the thing with this is, first glance on the first photo, we are seeing a little bit of cables poking out on the bottom side there. So you didn't really give me a perfect photo that really illustrated what the underside looks like. And because of that, I'm led to believe that possibly the cable management isn't the best ever. Now, looking at the rest, it's not that bad. Obviously I'd like to see a headphone, whether it's a headphone holder on the side, headphone stand, whatever the case may be. But it's not bad having your Xbox there. And I like that you decided to go for a dedicated monitor and then having a side display that you can use for other things. Yeah, I still feel like the side one should be tilted in a little, and it also looks like it's pretty close to the edge of the desk, right? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, you might not want to do that, but yeah, bringing it a little bit more of an angle. I think that would be nice. And yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I know some people really prefer having the dedicated monitor, but still very, very nice. Now, I don't know people's thoughts on the Razer Firefly because it has LEDs, just like, really a lot of companies are trying to come out with these now. What does everyone think of those? Let me know in the comments. I'm not a big fan. Yeah, I love LEDs and stuff like that, but come on, you don't need another cable coming out. It doesn't look as good as it should. So, for me, I think what should happen is it should be sort of like an extended mouse pad, and then you just glue some LEDs. Just kidding, don't do that. That'd be funny. I mean, your mouse pad would be like all lumpy, but yeah, I'm not a big fan, but I know some people love them. And yeah, it's just that one cable is kind of pissed me off. But for the rest of the room, I like what you're going for, but it definitely seems scattered. It seems a little bit all over the place. And I think because of that theme, although I gave it a decent score because there's definitely a variety and it shows what you're all about, it's not like the best illustrated. So, the Liverpool, whatever the hell, banner thing you have behind your monitors, not a big fan of that, honestly. I think that's kind of like a weird spot for it. It's not really being seen. It looks cool, but I don't think that's the best spot. I think that the poster, like little poster, I don't even know what they are, if they're like album covers, whatever, they look really low. Yeah, actually Queen. Okay, yeah, that's like album cover vinyl things. I definitely think they're too low, but still cool nonetheless. I like the shelves. I like what you're going for, but I definitely think it's a little all over the place. So I really want to know what you guys think about all of these setups. So if you're watching live, leave your feedback down below, discuss with each other. If you're watching when this is uploaded to YouTube, then go ahead and just, drop a comment with your thoughts on each setup that we talk about. But without further ado, let's get into the next setup. Next setup of the day, submitted by Christian, who is also 16. It's kind of a trend for today. Christian, now this is kind of depressing. So I'll just say it as quick as possible. He shares the setup with him, obviously, he shares it with himself, and his father. He's on the right side, his father's on the left, and his father was recently diagnosed with terminal lung cancer, which is really depressing. I'm so sorry about that, man. And he actually does a lot with his dad his whole life. He works on cars, and also in this photo you could see they do paintball together all the time, which I think is super cool, and I'm really sorry, man, but you seem to have yourself figured out. You seem pretty, but like you're gonna enjoy what you got going on while you can. So yeah. Anyways, I don't like to talk about that kind of stuff because Anyways, all right. Your setup though. Awesome. I think it's really, really cool what you're working with. And it's cool because you said that your dad had planned on building an entertainment center for the both of you when you guys moved into a new house. And 2 years ago, you moved into a new house and you now have this, which I think is super, super cool to, there goes the 32 days until Halloween. But yeah, I think that's super cool that you actually have a setup right next to your dad. You guys can play games together and different things like that. So I think it's cool. But at the end of the day, is it the best it could be? No, and I think you're aware of that. And I think there's certain things that could be done. But I will point out things I like. Something that Tom actually said, the fans, that's like perfectly placed. I think that's really, really nice. The LEDs, the way that it's like both replicated, it's, symmetric and things like that. But what it comes down to is, one, I think the chairs are very odd. Are those just camping chairs, Tom? Yeah. That, I don't know. I thought that maybe you'd have something a little bit cooler. Now, the other thing is wire management definitely needs to be worked on in that center console. It's not too bad to the right side and the left side, but the center console needs to be just a little figured out. Not a lot of work to do. But it will definitely look a lot better. It could, I guess maybe that's the color you liked. I'd like to see something in that middle where you got the modem thing going on. Maybe if you put, I don't know, like cool picture of you guys together, something like that. Just fill up that space a little bit. And I'd like to see like somewhat of a theme. Obviously there's two people here, but I'd like to see if maybe it was like red or blue. Like we see the blue on top with the LEDs, but where is it throughout the rest of the setup? So I'd like to just kind of see a little bit of a theme, but I really do like that. It's really, for what it is, it's nice considering you guys are together, and I like it. And people in the chat, their biggest concern just seems to be that it's, you got your camping chairs and just need to clean up the cables a little bit. But for what it is, not bad at all. And yeah, thanks for sharing that, Christian. I appreciate it. So, all right, let's go to the next setup. Next setup of the day, submitted by Aiden, who is also 16. I did not plan that, but it's a thing. He uses setup for gaming and schoolwork. Yeah, man. God damn, Aiden. I don't think I gave you an amazing score, and let me explain why. First off, the cables. Yeah, you have yourself a Signum, but what's the point when you have it looking like that? And that's not even a real Signum. That's like a half-ass Signum, but still kind of a Signum style nonetheless. Obviously, Signums, they're not cable management as much as it's cable hiding, but at least hide them in the damn thing. But look behind his monitor. You see what I'm seeing, Tom? Yeah, he sees that. Yeah, that's not, what the
he didn't saw his Rubik's Cube. What the hell?
Yeah, come on, dude. You can't just leave that on your desk. That's actually funny. But honestly, what the hell? It looks like you got spaghetti going on over there, and that's hideous. I do not like that. No, God, no. So the other thing I thought was really weird is that he has legs for the right side of the desk, but he also has the Alex drawer. You don't need the legs if you have the Alex drawer. I don't know. Yeah, it kind of shows up on the screen. You don't need the legs there. So get rid of the legs, push over the Alex drawer, take that shelf unit that you have, rotate it and throw it to the right corner. Then center yourself to the opening of the left leg to the right side, to the left side of the Alex drawer. Center yourself there. You'll have a lot more breathing room. It'll be really easy for you to use the laptop and have access to all your accessories. The shelving unit, all that stuff above is way too high from what I can see. We don't even know what's going on there. What, Tom?
I can't even see it.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't even make sense. So I really think you have everything you need. It just needs to be put in the right spot. So if you take that shelving unit to the right side, you fix the Alex drawer, you send yourself to the other side, it will make a lot more sense. It'll be a really nice setup, but for now, not really gonna work for you. So definitely suggest that you should take what I just said and apply it to your setup. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck with the score I gave you, which ain't that good. I'll just tell you that now. But all right, let's go to the next setup of the day, submitted by Alfie, who is 16. I'm just kidding. He's 14. Really, I don't know anything about him. He's just like, yeah, Matt, get over yourself. I'm 14, bitch. I was like, whoa, okay, Alfie. So yeah, I mean, taking a look at this, another setup where I just was like, I just look at the whole bedroom layout in the second photo and I'm like, that was really the best way to like really use this room. And the reason I say is because if the bed fits, why not put the bed up against the window so people can watch you sleep through your window. And then you can take the desk, put that to the other side. But then again, I can't see the full room. I don't know if this is a 4x4 square. I don't know if this is like a huge ass rectangle and you have like an arcade on the other side. I don't know what you have going on in this setup. So what I would really like to see is more photos. But from what I can see, I definitely think you need to maybe rethink everything. Put the bed to the one side, move the desk over and things like that. But let's say you have to keep it. Then taking a look at the first photo, I think it's not the end of the world. It's not bad. I don't think it's like a terrible setup. I'm not trying to say that. I just think that it can be put in a different spot to better be utilized, things. But I think like with that radiator thing, you kind of, I've seen people do it all the time where they put the cables over the top and like there's a nice little section to lay it out. I don't know. That's not really like an American thing, those big ass things. I'm sure it is in some places, but I've never seen one in person. So I don't know what it's like. But I also think like, you know, little things like you need some storage. You have that storage unit to the side, but how do you actually access that? I mean, you have to like do 17 flips over the backboard of your bed. And I don't know. It just seemed a little all over the place. So I think you need to have a storage unit that's localized to the setup itself so you can put the remotes in there and it'll just make a lot more sense. But again, not the end of the world, just a few cables that need to be cleaned up. Look at the monitor stand for the left one. That's disgusting. I mean, that the dust on it is insane. But the floor looks vacuumed. So it is what it is. And I mean, that's not bad at all. But you know, cool, you vacuum the floor, but you should also dust. That's just kind of how the world works. But yeah, overall, I think the setup is nice. It just needs to be rethought. And if you do that, I think you can have an even better score because look at those shelves. We don't know anything about them because they're so far away. And that's what happens when you have a sound bar on your window. I don't know what's up with that. Yeah. Oh, I got a sound bar up on my window. Yeah, buddy. Okay. Anyways, let's go to the next setup. The next setup of the day submitted by Scott, who is 22 years old. He works night shifts at a steel company. He is engaged and he actually has a baby on the way due in November. So congratulations. That is really awesome. Might have Tom's birthday or or my other brother's birthday or my dad's birthday. They're literally the 15th, 17th and 19th. But apparently November birthdays are like the most popular thing ever. Doesn't mean you banged in like
February.
Yeah, it was like Valentine Bang Day. Yeah, that's really terrible. I know my parents were doing that. Anyways, moving on to the rest of his email. He says he loves to game, do graphic design, plans on going to school for video game design. That's really awesome. Super, super cool. I like when people want to go to school and do something different. They're not like, I'm going to do a business because I'm going to be Mark Zuckerberg, bitch. And it's like, I hope you are, dude. But anyways, super cool to know all that stuff about you. I like when people actually give me a little bit going on with their life. But yeah, Scott, I'm going to be straight up. That photo we're looking at right now is what turned me off. You go back to the first photo, it's like, okay, I'll see that. It's pretty good. Then you go to the next photo and it's like, oh, boner kill. God, where did you get that? You steal that from your school? Like, I don't know. It's a big ass ugly desk that covers, I don't know what door it is, if it's to a closet, if it's to another room, I don't know what it is. Hopefully it's not to another room because I don't know how you get in there, but maybe the Holy Bible will help you out with that. I just offended somebody's religion. Am I a terrible person? Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. But really though, I mean, from what I could see, that table ruins your setup because that photo, the first photo, it's not bad at all. And breaking it down from what I can see, the black boarding that you have on the bottom floor with like the switch attached to it, that kind of confuses me. I get you're probably trying to hide all of your cables with that, but at the same time, it looks hideous. And if you are trying to hide all your cables, why are you mounting the switch to the opposite side? So yeah, I don't know. Not a big fan of that part, and it's not hard to manage cables on this desk because you do have the Signum. You know what I mean? So definitely do something about that. Anyways, the rest of the setup though, usability in terms of all the stuff you have going on is really, really nice. You know, it's simple. You got your speakers, you got your keyboard, mouse, extend the mouse pad, you know, snowball. I mean, but it works. It's nice. I don't really see any problems with the setup itself. Yeah, it's a little bland, and I'm sure I think you said in your email that you were going to be moving by the time you get the baby. So I'm sure you're not focused on, you know, sprucing up the walls and things like that. But definitely in the next house, you want to kind of personalize that a little bit more, and I'm sure you're fully aware of that. But someone said your table's bending. I don't know. It looks like it. Definitely in that far back photo, it looks more like it. It looks more like a surfboard, like someone. Oh my god! I swear to God, the amount of acorns that drop on this damn shed. Anyways, yeah, guys, let me know. Do you think it's bending? And if so, do we need to do a hashtag BendGate for Scott? Yeah. Okay. Anyways, next setup of the day submitted by David, who is, I shit you not, 13 years old. Take a look at that next photo coming up. Damn, 13. What the? Do you own your own house? Where'd you get this room? Yeah, 13, literally did not tell us anything about himself. And because of that, I'm a little worried. He could be like 13-year-old taking over the world. I don't know. The first photo, though, super dark. I don't know what he was doing there. He was like just messing around. He's like, oh, it's okay. But the next photo, I mean, first off, I don't know if you're like trying hard to be an adult. And like, I'm so freaking adultish. Look at me, I'm mature, bitch. Because look at the canvas art. Who looks at that when they're 13 and says, "That's some mighty fine art. I need that. I need that up on my wall." And first off, I don't think you need to have two of them next to each other. I think that's a little overkill. Macintosh thing, that's cool too, but that would have looked better over. That looks custom too. That would look better over the secondary. Over that. I don't know. But damn, I mean, I don't know, man. Again, I love it and I gave it a great score. But you're 13. Where's your childhood? Where's the fun? Bro, when I was 13, I had the worst setup ever, and it was amazing because it was mine. And I mean, this just looks like your parents were like, here's $40,000. Do what you got to do. But really, when you break it down, it's actually a very cheap, affordable setup. The most he probably spent was on the computer. And other than that, I mean, it's just a Mac Mini, so he probably spent more than he should have. But everything else is pop vinyls. It's IKEA furniture. Like, I have that nightstand kind of thing. Freaking awesome, by the way. If you ever want a nice nightstand, that thing's awesome. But I think that the problem here, and my score kind of contradicts this, but I think it's the wow factor. You see it at first, but then, you know what I'm saying? Like, the wow factor's there, but then you look around the rest of the room and it's dead empty. And I don't know, Tom, do you get that same feel?
I could see that. It's very, very empty. I don't know if they just moved in and they're starting to move stuff around and all that. He's like, he gets the basement area, so he gets this whole area.
Yeah. 40,000 square feet. He's like, what do I do with all this?
Like, I feel like he's a part of one of those rich families.
Yeah.
They moved down south and they're like, they got this huge
mansion thing.
Like,
yeah.
Here you go. You can take that.
Yeah. And he's like, holy shit, me? I can have that? Yeah. I definitely think that, I know. I said 40,000 because it's just my random number of the day. I already said it twice. I don't actually think this costs $40,000. Obviously. If it did, then he got scammed. But yeah, I just think it's like he nails everything on the head from each category. Wire management, out of sight, out of mind, whatever else the scores are, usability, accessories, theme. He did a great job. Theme was lacking a little because there's not a lot other than the pop vinyls that tell a story. Because trust me, I don't think you look at, that picture and you're like, that defines me in so many ways. I have a complex mind. The way the river flows. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. But, dude, really nice. But it's okay to have a little bit of a mess when you're younger. It's okay to have some, like, old computers that were hand-me-downs. It's okay. But, I mean, damn. You took it to a whole new level. I'll just say that. But, all right, let's go to the next setup of the day. Submitted by Vagard, or Vegard, or Vagard, Gagadi, Gaga, something like that. I don't know. He's 14. He likes to game and Skype with friends. Now, this is another kid, a year older, and it still looks like an adult setup. You know what I mean? Like, it looks mature, and I don't know if I like it. And I think it's mainly just because of the age. If you would have told me the last one was someone a little bit older, I would have been like, that's kind of weird, but still cool. With this one, it definitely, we see a lot of inspiration from other YouTubers like Mars Bar. I know once he talked about those lamps, everybody was like, let me get a lamp. So I think they're cool, but you kind of see where the inspiration comes from. Really like the table that you're using. Pretty nice. And yeah, I think that it's... You know, the laptop I thought was stupid because if you look at it, it's like, what's... I saw you clicking on it. Yeah, it's like, what do you... it doesn't look usable. I don't know why it's like that. But it's really neat, and it's clean, and it's just like, I don't know. And someone said, I don't understand the fake plant fetish. And I kind of agree. Like, if you look at my setups, I never have had a fake plant. And there's something about it, like, that people think just means... like their next level. Like, you aren't as good as me because I have a fake plant.
Fancy AF.
Yeah, fancy AF, bro. Take a step back and look at that. But I think this is like, you know, he just looked at videos of how to have a good setup and he's like, I got LED bulbs, I got fake plants, I got extended mouse mat, I got a headphone stand, and it looks good. But it's like, is this really how you want your setup? Like, come on, dude. Make it yours. Where's the kid in you? I don't know. I just remember myself at 14 and, you know, I had no friends. So, like, I spent all day sitting on my computer. And if it would have been like this, I would have been like, damn, this is too fancy. I don't know. But I know some people prefer to be, you know, mature earlier on in life. But all I'm saying is amazing setup. Just don't be afraid to make it yours. You don't need it to look like everybody else's setup. And I know this kind of contradicts also what I score people on. Like, a theme, I don't really give it a great score because where's you? But what I'm saying is, like, I'm not telling you to have a terrible setup. I'm just saying have some fun with it. You know what I mean? But anyways, yeah. All right. Well, at least your setup doesn't look like the next one. And the final one submitted by Philip, who's 15. Now, Philip, my man, apparently this was the best photo he could get. I don't know. If you hit me over the head with a hammer, I'd probably get you the same photo. But I mean, what's with the secondary monitor? You see that? Look at the... if your head is that wide, if you're Hey Arnold and you can do that, I mean, that's fine. But the way I'm doing it, I can't even... I don't think I'd be able to see that monitor. So I definitely think that needs to be fixed. Also, JBL called and they said that's not how you use their speaker. That's like kind of overwhelming. I put that elsewhere. And I mean, the PC, you have room for it to put it on your desk if you want. So I definitely think you could do that if you feel like it's a good idea. But I think the rest of the setup is just kind of like, I don't know. You got wires going all over. It's cool. You got this whole furniture set going on with the different storage units and things like that. But what's with the screwdriver over by the... He's screwed. But really though, what's with that on the floor? Were you like, I'm gonna fix this? Oh, never mind. I don't know how to fix it. Is it? Oh my god, does it even work? Does it even work? Is that why he's like, I need to fix it and turn it off for the photo? And then he realized he couldn't, so he dropped the screwdriver and said, screw it, and just took the photo. Because we don't even know if this setup works. Huh? I don't know, Tom. Take a guess. Does it work?
I hope so. If he's taking the picture like he's proud of his setup, I'm going to submit it.
He's so proud, but it's broken.
How would he submit it then? Because if he doesn't have a computer.
He's got a phone. He's got Xbox. You could send emails over Xbox. No, you can't. You probably can't. But I just think this is another setup that just needs a little bit of love, a little bit of inspiration. And don't be afraid to put some stupid shit that you love as a 14-year-old. You know what I mean? 15-year-old, whatever you are. Like, you know what I mean? And someone said, what's with the hat on the lower shelf? I mean, it's his favorite hat, dude. God, Axe Fire 95. Do you even know? That's his favorite hat. God, people...
I honestly feel like you should move the entertainment table and just get rid of that TV and put the set up against the freaking wall.
Yeah.
Because it looks so awkward sitting out in just the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, because that's the thing. You could still use the storage unit, but you put it to the other side. I'm sure you have that open. And then you at least have the TV mounted over your monitors. And
you can't even see the TV. You really can't. Like, I'm trying to show out the TV.
And that's a fat-ass bezel around that. You can't even... That's like a quarter of it being shown on the show. But yeah, I totally agree. Tom, great ideas. People are saying that the screwdriver is there because it's the best weapon in Vice City.
Maybe he knows how to use it with his feet, so if someone comes here, he can stab someone.
Yeah, if someone just like runs in real quick, he's like, no, not today. And he's like, you just got screwed. Hopefully that's not what you do, Philip. Oh my God, Philip head screwdriver. Oh my God, this is getting out of hand. Really though, I have to say, and I have to agree with what people are saying in the chat, the floors are actually really nice in that setup. But anyways, okay. Are you gonna? Okay. All right. You good? You ready, Tom? You ready? All right. First set of the day got It was by Oliver. He got a 78. Christian with a 70. Aiden with a 54. Alfie with a 68. Scott with a 70. David with a not well-deserved 96, but still... I know, Tom looked at me like, that's not right. I'm breaking it down by category. Personally, I think he deserves a lot less than that. But whatever. Breaking down by category, he wins. Whatever. Get out of my face. All right, then we got Vigard with an 84 and Philip with the 66. So, yeah, story of the day is basically just be yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. Just be yourself. And that's what I would say to him and everybody else that's young. I know, 96. I know. Roast me in the comments. That's it, though, guys. Leave your thoughts down below. What score did he actually deserve? Leave it in the comments, and that's going to do it. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Next episode, I'm going to be dressed up, and it's going to be hype. So stay tuned, and yeah, I'll catch you on the flippity flop. Peace!